the Scrim versus Calamari Halos today, and I will be solo commentating. No guest stars for today. So, game 1, we have tower control on New Albacore Hotel. Honestly, I don't really have any super big ideas for a comp for this one. Albacore, in my opinion, most weapons will work on this map. Honestly, you can make it work. There's a lot of different spots to go. Yeah, it's a pretty standard tower comp for us. Ben actually goes for gold dynamo rather than Kensa though, but I understand why. It's because Mesh has Booyah already. You could have had Mesh go with Vanilla instead to get Stingray, but then they wouldn't have had armor, so I get it. Bolt kind of has to play safe here. They have armor and he doesn't have like any of his teammates, so he kind of just has to chill. Yeah, he's going to get rushed down by the splatter shot, but Mesh is going to take him out. Mesh is probably going to get taken out by the Stingray here. No, actually, he survives. He's just got to run away. Nice run speed. Alright. Person is extremely weak, but he's not going to be able to get the pick. The roller's going to take him out, but he's going to get a pick first. Ben able to get the pick there. Has to be careful with bombs. Pops the armor here, going to get that kill. Very nice. He's going to drop down on this guy. Yeah, very nice shot. Ben's doing really well this game. He's got a lot of really solid picks. Got to watch out for the bombs. I definitely say Dynamo's biggest weakness is bombs, just because they don't have a great way of like getting out of the way fast. When someone throws one, so you always have to be kind of alert. He has armor ready here and he pops it. Let's check in on what Apple is doing. He is going to get a pick up there, very nice. Right by Mesh. Teammates working together, I like it. Pushing tower, they're about to get lead here. Alright, Apple gets on tower to clutch lead, and now he's going to try to get off and try to get as many picks as possible. They're wiped right here. Alright. Now they have to try to make sure that they don't take the lead back, but it's 3 minutes, so the chances of them playing that good a defense for 3 minutes is probably not too high. So they're probably going to get lead back, and then TDFO's going to have to make another push to try to get an even bigger lead. I doubt it's going to stay at this score. Yeah, they're already almost going to take lead here. Yeah, roller rushes down Mesh there. Ben going to be able to get that pick. They are 3 down, so they're actually not going to be able to clutch lead like I thought, which is good for us. Something about tower is that the longer your team stays on tower, the less long the other team is going to be on the tower. So hey, if they get on tower here, you're moving it closer to their spawn and further away from ours. But Calamari Halo is going to get on the tower again, and Ben is out of ink, so he has to jump out here. Apple's kind of cornered here, but Apple's good at getting out of situations where he's cornered. He's going to get assisted by, I believe, Mesh there. Very nice. Alright, Bolt's going to get the nice pick there. Very nice. Going to try to defend the tower as nice as possible. Good toxic mist. Bolt's going to get taken out by the Stingray there. He's getting targeted really hard. Mesh is doing a good job at challenging the tower from a safe distance. He has Booyah Bomb ready. He's probably going to want to save that for overtime, so that once they try to get on tower in overtime, you can just pop the Booyah Bomb and force them off the tower. Honestly, if I were them right here, they're one down, I would just get on the tower right now, so that if it does end up going into overtime, they have to push it really far. Honestly, wouldn't be a bad idea here. Yeah, just they get on tower, and then that's going to push it further away from our spawn. Gonna get taken out by the missile, unfortunately there. It's just everyone was too bunched up together once the missile's launched. Ben's gonna get taken out by a bomb. He must not have seen it. I sure as hell didn't see it. This is actually really bad now because Mesh had his Booyah Bomb, but now he doesn't, so he can't pop it in overtime here. Alright, he's gonna get one pick. Somebody has to get on tower. They're 2 down. Alright, they're 3 down. Yeah, just get on tower. That's it. Nice game. That was getting scary there because Mesh lost his Booyah Bomb, and that was pretty much their free ticket of getting out of overtime. But it worked out. I'm gonna go grab more water in between this game. My throat is gonna sound like poo-poo if I talk for this long without drinking anything. Sorry about that. Okay, cool. Alright, I have retrieved water and we're ready to go. I receive Omega Thirst. Rainmaker on Kelp Dome. Oh boy. I love cheesing that in solo queue. Get pop, run to the left. You already know. You just win. Free. Honestly, if they wanted to go for it, they could just have one person on our team just stack up as much run speed as possible. Probably Mesh because he plays Splatling, so it wouldn't even be bad for him to run a bunch of run speed, even if they don't end up getting it. And then you just pick up the Rainmaker and try to book it left and see if you get it. But I doubt that's going to work in this level of play because everyone knows about that trick. And they're going to prepare for it, I'm sure. Alright. Custom Hydra on Kelp Dome, I imagine, might be pretty hard to use. This is not a very backliner-friendly map. I'm shocked that Mesh went for the heavy vanilla on this one, but not tower, because Stingray is better for tower than Rainmaker. But I get it because Bolt went end zap, so that's probably why. Now they have armor, so Ben can run Kensa, and therefore Mesh can run vanilla. Yeah. Mesh has his Stingray here, but he's gonna wait for them to pick up the Rainmaker. He should just pop it here. He's in a pretty safe position to use it. But he's not going to do that. Instead, he's going to take on the Sploosh, and he's actually going to be able to get the pick on it. Very nice. Got that person very weak, but wasn't able to get the kill. So instead, the other two are going to get it. Ben and Apple. They have armor here. Yeah, just like I suspected, they went to the they booked it to the left. They did that because they know it's the easiest way to score points on this map and mode combo. You just book it left and you get quick points. So now it's already a 40 remaining for them. TDFO's going to have to work pretty hard to take lead back from that. Ben throws his booyah here. Yeah, you can pretty much tell that they're thinking about booking it left when he throws a booyah bomb in that spot. That made it pretty obvious where they were going to go. They're able to secure a lead real quick off that. 31 remaining, that's solid. Yeah, definitely just booking it left on this map really does wonders. Yeah, that wasn't a smart inkjet by Apple at all, because he put his marker like in an exact spot where it would be really easy for someone to just kill him as soon as he lands. Key about using inkjet is to put your marker in a spot where people are not going to easily just kill you when you land, even if you're running dualies still. But I think he just wanted to pop it there to get as many quick kills or pop on the Rainmaker again as he could. That was pretty much his plan, I'm thinking. He has Stingray here. Doesn't really have a reason to pop it though. That person jumps out. Now, Calamari Halos is at 20 remaining, so they have to make another pretty strong push if they want to take the lead back here. But definitely on this map, anything can happen. You can clutch leads so quick on this map, it's unreal. I don't know why he picks up the Rainmaker here on their team, because his entire team is just gone, and he's like, let me just solo the Rainmaker. I don't know what he was thinking with that idea. Alright, that person is using forward on the middle platform. I'm just going to get map control off that. Ben gets rushed down by several people and is getting taken out. If I'm not mistaken, they just popped armor there. Alright, Bolt is going to the left, as I would expect. I definitely think, Apple and Mesh should try jumping. No, not anymore. I was going to say they could try jumping as a Rainmaker to help him out, but yeah, he just got rushed down and taken out. Alright, Ben able to get that nice pick. Has to watch out for bombs. Mesh uses the Stingray here. I'm assuming he did that because he wanted to get some damage on the Rainmaker barrier, as well as maybe try to get a pick or just a push, because they kind of have to push here. They should try getting a pick or two before picking up the Rainmaker. It's not a good idea to just go for it, but they're going to just go for it, and yet they're going to get taken out right away. Yeah, I saw that coming. It's just like when you see that they have 4 players up like that, the chances of them killing the Rainmaker when you need to push that far is like super high, so you have to try to go for a pick or two before you do that. Yeah, Mesh is going to get outranged there, and that's it. I definitely think they misplayed by trying to pick up the Rainmaker when they had 4 people up like that, but aside from that, like, Kelp Dome Rainmaker is just kind of silly. It's just a bunch of, let's see who can run to the left a little further than the other person. That's pretty much what this match was. Actually, though, they were able to get lead by going right instead. They didn't even go left to get the winning lead to 20 remaining, so that was pretty interesting. They just pushed to the right at a really good time when TDFO couldn't cover it. I definitely feel like our team falls apart quite a bit when the enemy team is going on offense and we have to play defense and try to get them away from the objective. Our team's really snowbally, where when we have the advantage, when we have the lead, when we have the map control, then we just like dominate people, but once we lose any of that, then we pretty much fall apart. We have a very offensive team, I feel, so when we have to go on the defense, we just kind of crumble. I think a big exception to that, though, is Ben. I think Ben's really good at defense. Because I noticed, like, there are a lot of times where he'll get, like, a bunch of people trying to push into him, and he just finds a way to come out on top of it. Apple's pretty good at that, too. Like, obviously, as a Slayer, Apple's an offensive player, but I've seen, like, plenty of times where he's just getting ganged up on by 2 or 3 people when he comes out on top. Using dualies especially. But that is the power of dualies. When you have dodge roll, you can do stuff like that. Clam Blitz on the skipper. I definitely think the important thing to do here is to cover the side, because that's the quickest way to get to the basket, so that's what people are going to go for most often. Where Bolt is going this part, you need to cover this, because it's the fastest way. Going the other way is a super long way around that's really predictable, so people usually don't like going that way. Yeah, Bolt's going to get taken out there. He weakened him up a lot, though, so if somebody wants to come in and get the picks, that'd be great. But Ben isn't really in any position. He chooses to back up here. So far, this isn't really a good start for us because they pretty much have control of all of mid here. Apple's using Dapples to get beacons. I don't really find this to be a particularly good beacons map, though, so I'm kind of curious as to what spots he's going to put the beacons in. So this is a pretty wide open map. There aren't a whole lot of spots to hide a beacon in where people aren't just going to easily take it out. I get the thinking, though, it's because he doesn't want to go Kensa dualies because then it would be double baller and he doesn't see the point. It's fair enough. That's just going to get that kill on the heavy remix. Very nice. I don't know if Bolt is just playing really aggressively this game, but I've noticed he's been dying a lot this match. If he's getting picks while doing it, fair enough. I guess I'll see his KA at the end of this match, but it just seems like, yeah, he's dead again. Not really sure what he's doing. I guess I'll look at him next, see what he's up to. Picks up the pity clam here. I can see why he goes for it. It's because we have so many clams that he just wants to push in. They get a jump in. Very nice, and he's actually able to get that dunk, which is very nice. Apple jumps in with 9 clams. He's able to get in 1, I believe, before he gets picked off. He should have tried to collect the 10th clam and to get a power clam and then jumped in. I mean, if you only have 1 more clam to get, you can do that really quick. There might have not been any clams around him, though. I'm not sure. But that's the difference between getting 3 points and 20, so yeah, huge. And that also renews the timer right away on the clam basket if you get another power clam in, so there's that. Venice to watch out for that suction. Yeah, he gets out of the way. Very nice. Apple is over here. He has his bomb rush ready. Honestly, he could use bomb rush here to get some map control, but he doesn't have to. I guess they're not making a push. They have to play on defense here because they have a power clam and we don't. Apple's just kind of playing defense by the clam basket here. I respect that. That's what he should do. This is what people in solo queue need to do more. Never do that. Yeah, they're not going to get the... They were probably planning on jumping into that baller, but they were able to take it out swiftly, and they didn't get the chance. Mesh is ballering in here. People need to go for the explosion earlier, because everyone's baller is just getting popped and they just die instantly. You need to actually try going for the explosion instead of just getting killed. I don't agree with that decision by Bolt. He should have just tried to grab the power clam and run with it, because that he was just delaying and trying to shoot the person was not helping at all. He wasn't going to win that fight when he had like 2 or 3 people shooting at him like that. When you're that far in, you're not going to get away and you're not going to win the fight. Just try to grab the power climb and dunk it if you can. Just give it a shot. Going to be slightly off on his aim there. Honestly, they get one dunk here, they can easily take lead. Like, this is honestly pretty free. But they also have to be careful because they have 21 clamps, so if they get the dunk, then overtime is instantly over, so... Alright, Mesh is ballering in here. Yeah, alright, he goes for the explosion finally. Good. Alright, they get the dunk. Throw one. Please. Somebody throw. Please. No. That's it. Oh my god. That's so sad. Oh, that hurts. Yeah. Yeah, Bolt got 11 picks. I guess he did well. I don't know. It just seemed like he was dead a ton of the match. He was probably just going off and getting like 2 or 3 picks and then dying after or something. I don't know. I guess frontliners are expected to die quite a bit. Apple played pretty passively with Dapples there, I noticed. He was playing good defense, though. He was just kind of chilling by the basket, and if somebody tried to come in, he'd get him. Definitely not a bad idea when you have a kill time that fast. Just if somebody tries to come in, boom, they're done. Real quick. Zones on Muscle Forge. Oh boy, this is not our strong suit. We are not good at zones on Muscle Forge. Oh boy. I think Ben's gonna go for K-Rapid here. Last time they played zones on Muscle Forge, he played Rapid, so that's what I'm expecting. He probably wants to baller. Apple might go for try to get armor. Bolt, I expect, is probably going to want to go 85, though, so maybe Apple won't have to do that. I'm not sure. They could double armor it, I guess. I feel like Mesh should go Hydra, though, over Remix, because I've seen Mesh play Remix on this map, and honestly, it's kind of a struggle, because Remix, like, just doesn't have enough range to reach spots you want to from, like, the snipe area. But when you have Hydra, then you can reach it, because you have more range. But we'll see what happens. I'm expecting he's probably going to go Remix, though. To my dismay. Oh, he actually goes for ballpoint. He did say he wanted to try it out, so we'll see how he does with it. Yeah, this is a pretty standard comp. He goes for a splatter shot, I guess, the OG, that works, I guess. You can use splashdown to paint zone really quick if you don't get canceled. You just have to be smart with how you use your splashdowns to make sure it doesn't happen. Bolt's gonna rush down the heavy and get that kill free. That's why I don't like playing heavy on this map. Or like I don't like watching people play heavy on this map is because it's pretty easy for someone to just rush you down like that. I think Mesh made a pretty strong choice going for ballpoint. You get mobility and range. Yeah, gonna get the pick on the heavy there. Very nice. Mesh just to refill ink here, yeah. They're gonna get zoned, but honestly, we could take it back pretty free here. Yeah. They were not in a position to hold zone. They could take it, but they couldn't hold it. Honestly, we're doing very well. I think the ballpoint choice from Mesh is what's really making the difference here, because I always felt like whenever he's playing heavy remix on this mad mode combo, it was just a big struggle. I feel like the ballpoint is what's making us do so well here, for sure. His ballpoint seems quite good. I definitely think he should try playing it more and practicing it. He doesn't seem that comfortable with Nautilus anyway, so like having a different kind of mobile splatling might be what he needs instead. He definitely doesn't seem as comfortable with it as like Broke. Alright, Ben was not able to get that pick because of the armor, but they're going to win the match anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Oh, I just noticed Apple took BLM out of his name. I feel like he did that for a while, and I just noticed now. Yeah, I think he had it like that yesterday or 2 days ago or whatever. Alright, we are going to Rainmaker on... I didn't actually look at the maps mode combos before this, so I'm not sure. Let's see. Rainmaker on Camp Triggerfish. That's definitely interesting. What can I say? Honestly, I feel like both of the paths you can go, which is like pretty much straightforward through mid, or you go to the left. I feel like both ways are kind of even in viability, honestly. I think optimally, it'd be good if you can go down the middle, because you can swim for more that way. When you go down the left, there's like a ton of netting you have to run up, which takes a while. If you go straight through, then you can swim for pretty much the whole thing. And not only that, but you don't have to take the long way around left. You just run through the middle, but running through the middle obviously is more risky because people have way more ways of shooting at you when you're going straight through the map. Left is safer, but it takes longer, so... I feel like both ways have their own advantages on this map for sure. They don't really have to go super paint heavy. Like, honestly, if both wanted to play Blaster here, it's actually not even a bad idea, because this is not a map where you need very paint heavy weapons, because there's just not that much to paint on this map. There's so much of this map that's like just straight up you fall off. So like you really don't need paint heavy weapons on this map at all. He's probably gonna go unzap anyway though. Yeah, he is. I'm not really sure why Apple goes for Swasher Deco here. I don't find Baller particularly very good for Rainmaker at all. But it's not like a terrible pick or anything, so I'm not really going to criticize it. Honestly, I would have preferred it if Apple went for Tri-Swasher and Bull went for Blaster. Kind of like they were playing Tower. Because they just really didn't need this paint from the NZAP very much for this map. Alright, he's able to get that pick very nice. They're 3 down. They should pick up the Rainmaker here, honestly. When they have 3 down like this, yeah. Ben picks it up. They're going to go left. I actually agree with that choice because their only player alive was towards the middle, so all their players were going to jump to him. So going to the left is a smart choice. Mesh uses a Stingray here for defense. He doesn't really get any picks off it, but it definitely like intimidated them. So I think it was still a useful Stingray for sure, even if he didn't get any picks off it. Yeah, they had to back up from the... Yeah, he didn't back up far enough from the Rainmaker barrier. Yeah, Ben kind of realized his mistake, and I think he attempted for a jump out there, knowing that the stamp was probably going to kill him, but he didn't get the jump in time. That's what it looked like. Yeah, Mesh is going to get the pick there, barely. Very nice. Rainmaker's going to reset. We still have pretty decent lead here, but definitely like 52 is easy to reach on this map, so they're definitely going to want to try to extend their lead further. They're 2 down right now. They should pick up the Rainmaker here. They can't go through mid though, doesn't look like. Yeah, they're gonna go through left again, they kinda have to. Like I said, going through mid is faster, but going to the left is just way safer. Pretty much all the time. Honestly, Mesh should have just kept shooting instead of jumping around like that, because that person was super weak. The Stingray might have at least traded. The fact that he jumped around and kind of hesitated meant that he didn't get as many Stingray shots off and the person lived. Ben's going to tank that hammer and get the kill. Very nice. He's going to get the kill with the Booyah Bomb on the Hydra. That's very good for them. Now they don't have their backliner. Honestly, they could push through mid here now that the Hydra's gone, but I guess the Hydra's respawning here, so maybe he doesn't want to do that. Yeah, Bomb's going to take him out. Yeah, now they shouldn't push through mid anymore. The thing about pushing through mid is, like, once they lose their backliner, it's way easier to do it. Just because you're not getting suppressed from super far away anymore. So your teammates can, like, push forward and try to take them on while you push with the Rainmaker behind them through mid pretty quickly. Yeah, they're coordinating really well here on the enemy team. This is a huge struggle. I feel like we're not gonna be able to get lead back. Yeah, we're not even gonna be able to take this person out, and that's it. Yeah, I don't know, just like at the end there, they just kind of fell apart because the other team just started coordinating their specials really well together, and then they just kept on getting picked off because of it. The Splooshes did really well. Yeah, definitely NZAP's not super needed on camp, just because NZAP is such a paint-heavy weapon. You don't need to be paint-heavy on that map when half the map can't even be painted. That's my take, at least. I've heard other people say the same, so I feel like it's kind of a cold take, I guess. I don't know. SF Peng. Nice. Clam Blitz on Black Belly. I'm expecting that Apple's going to go Swasher Deco again here for the Baller, the Sprinkler Baller combo, as well as the Swasher main weapon. I don't know what Mesh is going to do, though, if he does that. Honestly, Mesh should go Ballpoint to get beacons and mobility, because he's not going to want to run Nautilus 47 if Apple's running Swasher Deco. So you put Apple on Deco, you put Mesh on Ballpoint, you put Ben on I'd say Kensa, I guess, because so they have Booyah, and you could put Bolt on Armor. Then you'd have Storm, you'd have Baller, you would have Armor, and then you'd have Booyah. That'd be cool. I mean, they could also have Bolt play Forge, but I don't think Bolt likes playing Forge very much. If they wanted to have Bubbles, but I feel like Baller's probably enough, and either Mesh or Apple's gonna run Baller here, so yeah. You can do like a cool thing though, where like you can use Bubbles and then you can run in with a Baller and detonate it, and the Baller explosion will blow up the Bubbles, and you just get like extreme map control and kills off it. That's kind of like a cool way you can coordinate specials together to get a bunch of picks and map control off it right by their basket. Ideally, you would want to not blow up the Baller until they get the dunk, so that you can use the Bubbles to protect themselves, and then once they get the dunk, then you blow up the Baller and blow up the Bubbles as a result. And you just keep scoring from there. But yeah, I'm going on a tangent here. So Mesh ends up playing Naught, and he goes for NZAP 89, which I don't really understand because they don't have armor now. and 89 is not a good weapon. So I really don't get why Bolt decided to do that, but he is a huge 89 advocate, so what can you do? He's going to get taken out here by the roller. Let's check on Mesh. Mesh is on the right side. I love the little clanking sound that Nautilus makes when you pop out of ink with the charge. It's like sounds like bone snapping. Mesh is close to baller, but he's going to get picked off here, so he's going to lose it. They went for double baller. I don't agree with that. You only need one. I would have much rather he went for ballpoint instead. His ballpoint did well in that Muscle Forge game. I would have preferred it. Apple goes for the jump out, I agree, because he pretty much lost all of his teammates there, and then Mesh ended up getting taken out as well, so Apple ended up being the lone survivor. Pretty nice. No scores on either side, but it's definitely in the favor of the other team right now because they have more map control and a bunch of clams. So yeah, they're going to get the dunk there. Yeah, Apple's going to get taken out by the Booyah. Fair enough. They're going to get wiped. Yep. That snowballed really fast because they got wiped like pretty much like 3 times. So yeah. Once that happens, they're just going to collect clams, get map control, and then they're just going to win, pretty much. I can't really see them coming back from this. They're certainly going to try it, but I can't see it. Bolt goes for the missiles here, able to lock on the 3. Sorry, I'm tired today. I don't know why. Yeah, Bolt is just kind of playing, just kind of waiting it out, using bombs just because they don't have map control. They do have the 2 power clams here, though, but so the other team has even more clams than they do right now, though, so it is kind of a toss-up for sure. Custom Jet was a pretty strong pick by the enemy team. I like that choice. Bolt able to get the jump in, very nice. He's going to get the dunk. He's going to actually survive here as well, which is very nice. He could easily take on this jet here. Yeah, he does and gets the pick. But they're not able to get any more clams in. Bolt is in a really good spot though, but he has to jump out to try to play defense. Yeah, that's it. Wow. Bolt was in a really good spot for them to like try to jump in and then just dunk it, but yeah, they just lost off that push and weren't able to do anything about it. I don't know. I guess like that game, just the most I would say is like they were just getting picked off too often. They weren't getting enough picks, and the enemy team was getting too many, so they just kept on getting wiped. And then free map control and clams and pushing objective, pretty much, you just get everything off it. Splatoon 2 is basically picks the game. You get picks, you win. Real. Zones on Mako. I could definitely see Mesh struggling here, just because Mako is not super backline friendly, but I've seen him make this map work. I would honestly go for Hydra here, just because he kind of needs all the range he can get to be able to shoot at the zone from a safe position and still actually reach it. Kind of the same thing as Muscle Forge. He could go for ballpoint as well, though, and that'd be fine, but I feel like he's not really going to use the mobility a whole ton here. I would rather he just went for Hydra and gave us the armor. Then Bolt could go Unzap, and then they'd have double armor, which is nice. Apple could go like Kensa Doolies or Swasher Deco to have Baller. That'd be pretty cool. And Ben is obviously going to play probably Kensa Dynamo, I'd assume. Could play Crapit as well if they want to have another Baller, but yeah. This is a pretty decent Crapit map if he wants to go for it. I wouldn't be opposed to it at all. Yeah, Mesh goes for Ballpoint. I'm going to suggest for him to go Ballpoint and Clams over Knot sometimes too, because I would have liked to see the Beacons last match. I guess Ballpoint is a pretty strong pick. The mobility does help on this map, I'd say. I kind of take it back, honestly. This is a pretty good pick. The Storm is nice for in coverage on the zone as well, so yeah. I'm not really opposed to it, I guess. And they have armor from Bolt as well, so yeah, it's a fine pick. Yeah, good beacon spot. This map has quite a bit of spots where like you can hide a beacon into a corner. It's not the best beacon map or anything, but there's certainly places where you can hide it behind walls. For sure. They could honestly throw a beacon on zone here behind this wall that Mesh is currently standing on. That'd be pretty free. Apple goes for 52. I agree with that choice to get the Baller. I was thinking Swasher Deco or Kensa Doolies for Baller, but this works too. Alright, he's able to get the double pick with that Baller there. Very nice. Bolt is definitely playing pretty aggro this match, but it's working out very well. Bolt is definitely one of the more aggressive NZAP players. He runs a lot of mobility and stuff, just because that's how he likes to play it. He said he kind of knows how to play Junior, but I feel like he'd struggle a bit at playing Junior just because you have to resist the urge to fight people, because that weapon just doesn't fight people very well. He actually likes to fight with NZAP. Yeah. I don't know why that splatter shot did that. He pretty much just ran into a bunch of people coming out of spawn that would have been at full health. I really don't see the thinking there at all. Able to get that trade. I actually agree with that trade, honestly. I think that was worth going for, just because the heavy is going to cover so much more range with the zone and keep them suppressed and stuff, so the fact that Apple was able to take it out is pretty big. I always say, like, an engagement between a frontliner and a backliner, if it's a trade, that the frontliner pretty much won that. These frontliners are kind of expendable, and if they die, it's no big deal, but if the backliner dies, it's a much bigger deal. Honestly, I like Mesh's Ballpoint. He should really use this more. This is great. I know that Ballpoint is kind of like not used compared to Nautilus anymore, but I feel like in Mesh's case, he just uses Ballpoint pretty well. I don't know if it's necessarily better than his Nautilus, but I definitely think it could be. Yeah, they just need to cap zone. Yep, nice. I think Apple did a baller there, and that's what got the pick and got the zone, so that was nice placement. He kind of had to out of desperation there. Nice pick. Yeah, once again, trade between a backliner and a frontliner. Frontliner wins, in my opinion. Alright, now it's just a 1v1 of Ben versus this 96. 96 is on the left. He's going to easily take zone because Ben stayed on the zone and the 96 ran away from it. So, yeah. '96 outranges Dynamo though, so if I were that 96 player, I would have just stuck around and kept on trying to shoot at Ben. I'm not sure why he backed up so far away from the zone like that. I feel like they're going to cap zone here. Yeah. Ben shouldn't have popped Booyah Bomb like that. He should have just kept on trying to paint with the main weapon. That was pretty much their only chance of not losing control there. That was a bad play. But either way, I think they were going to take it there just because the missiles, they launched the missiles and the Booyah at the same time. That's going to give them a ton of pain. Apple did really well that game. Wow. Yeah, Mesh definitely needs to work on ballpoint a bit, but I think with practice, his ballpoint is going to be really good, even better than his nod, honestly. I definitely saw a lot of promise with it in that Muscle Forge game. Felt like him picking that really turned the tides of us usually sucking ass at that. Tower control on Kelp Dome, oh boy. Honestly, Kelp Dome kind of anything goes. Backliners kind of blow on this map though, but backliners are good for towers, so yeah. I guess they could go with like Tri-Slosher, Blaster, Kensa Dynamo, and then Mesh could play. I guess he played Vanilla Heavy and get Ray, because Ray's good for tower. I guess he can do that. It's a pretty good comp. It's pretty standard tower control for us. Sorry that I sound kind of worn down. I don't know why, I just feel tired. I feel like my commentary's been pretty helpful though. Maybe my commentary peaks when I'm half asleep. Who knows? I slept fine last night. I don't really get it. I actually went to bed earlier than usual last night. Maybe I overslept, who knows? Yeah, it's honestly a possibility. Alright, tower control on Kelp Dome. Honestly, Kelp Dome, anything can happen at any time. Putting nothing past it. Yeah, that's pretty much the comp I expected, except that Apple went for end parry. I don't know, I guess Inkjet's fine for this map. I don't know. I feel like Inkjet is kind of rough to play on this map because it's really hard to find a spot to put your Inkjet marker in a safe place so that it doesn't get camped when you land. But Apple played Inkjet on the Rainmaker, so maybe he feels like pretty comfortable with running Inkjet on this map. I'm not too sure. I'll ask him about it later. He probably does. Now this video is probably going to end up being 2 parts because somebody called me just now, so yeah. That's unfortunate. Hate that that happened. Maybe I can find a way to combine the two videos together. I probably won't, though. I'm probably just going to have to make them the 2 parts, unfortunately. Hopefully this isn't like the last game or something, because it's going to look really goofy if I have to make a part 2 and it's literally just like half of this match or something stupid. But yeah, Ben is riding tower here pretty well. Honestly, neither team is pushing too far at all. Mesh has a Stingray and he was using it, but he kind of had to back up there so he couldn't really take advantage of it for very long. Gonna get that pick, very nice. He's getting rushed down by a bunch of people with armor. At least he's able to get a pick before he got taken out. That's more than I was expecting, honestly. Alright, nice. They're 3 down. They need to push tower here. Oh, yeah, Bolt did not see that roller at all. Roller's running Ninja Squid as well. It's weird when you're the spectator because you get to see where everyone is. So I knew the roller was there, but he had no way of knowing if the roller was there. Unless you like had a really good eye for Ninja Squid. But yeah, Grim Range gonna take him out there. Bolt definitely has the rough matchup against the Grim Range since that he's getting outranged by it, but he does have the faster fire rate in all fairness, so it kind of works in its own way, I suppose. But both are pretty laggy, so yeah. Also, Burst Bomb is much better than Toxic Mist, so yeah. Mesh has his Stingray ready here. I really don't get the choice of missiles, though, now that I'm thinking about Grim Range. Missiles is not good for this map at all, because if somebody's underneath the grates and you shoot missiles at them, then the missiles just aren't even going to hit them. So missiles on this map kind of blow, actually. Not really. If you're going to play missiles on towers, it's probably not one of the maps where you do it. They're going to get a pretty strong tower push here. Honestly, I feel like they're just going to win off this push, because it's like, even if they get the tower taken away from them here, which they probably are going to because they're getting close to their spawn, but like even so, I doubt that the other team is going to be able to push it this far at all and take the lead back. No way. They've been having such small pushes this entire match. Ben serving is a good spot for people to jump to. They both decide to jump out here then and work together as a team to play defense. I agree with that choice. Just because it wasn't really safe for the other players to jump in there at all. Ben is his armor ready. Pops it. Alright, able to get that pick. Very nice. Yeah, Ben definitely needs to watch his ink tank because he keeps on throwing all those splat bombs with how ink hungry a Dynamo is. Honestly, they might lose lead here. This is actually scary. Nice direct. Yeah, he has to just rush tower here. Yeah, 2 picks. Nice. Yeah, that was scary. Wow. Nice job by them almost getting that really good counter push at the end. They were 1 point away. Wow. Super clutch by us. Super clutch. Yeah, I still don't know how I feel about Inkjet on Kelp Dome. I just feel like it's a bit too open with where you can put your Inkjet marker, but yeah. If Apple's comfortable with it, huh? I wouldn't exactly call Apple a safe player anyway. Safe with where he puts his inkjet marker or whatever. He just kind of puts it wherever he wants. Which isn't really a good thing, though. You should definitely try to put it in spots where it's not easy for someone to take it out. Yep, that's going to be game, so the second part is just going to be super short, unfortunately. Well, that's it. See ya.